the duck runs around. It's the duck runs around. I would think all new kind of ways to do that shit. What up, folks? How y'all doing? Friday. It's Friday, so, you know. Hey, you could be anywhere, but you're here with me, and you fucked up. You fucked up, because I'm here. I'm here. How you doing? Doug Rice, the one and only. That's me. Okay, it's Friday. 18th of February, 2022. Where were you when Cock Cassidy lost its mind? I was right here. Same place. It's been 10 years. You know, I watched it on TV, right? The reverberations of that incident echo through time and forever. How's everybody doing? All right, you're off work? Are you done? Is it a wrap? Is it over? Okay, so from work to the house. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to. You'll get good. You'll get good because you'll sense it. Your spider senses will tingle. You know, if you have the slightest inclination being approached, being, tiptoed upon, you must be ready with that. Be slow to answer, quick to listen. Be very slow to answer. They hate that. How we doing, Doug Rice? Doug Rice! 6, straight up, baby. 6 o'clock. You're done. Clock out. You go home, you throw me on. You should have the internet service to just last you all the way home. If you got an hour, so to kick, come on. All right. I've been at this over a year. Truthfully, just so everybody understands, I have been doing this for about 3-4 years. But for the first 2-3 years, I was doing this under another name, a pseudonym. And, at that point, and the reason I was doing it under a doppelganger, under an assumed name, is because I was so over the fucking top, I was not suitable for any platform. None. And, I said some wild shit that I still fucking believe. But I've also realized that some of the things that I know, some of the things that I say, some of the things that I think, some of the things that I go through, some of the things that I want to say, I can't say. I'm already, just threading the needle, trying to stay on TikTok. But every time they ban me, I can get 1,000 followers in about 3-4 days and be right back in action. So, how's everybody doing? How's your week? Y'all like what's going on? Do you like what is happening? 2 years! That's what she got. For killing one of us. Accidentally. 2 years! That's what she got. Did you hear me? How you feeling? Did you come home? Did you watch the news? Did you listen to that? Does that get you right about here? I hope not. Don't let it get you. Fuck that. Yeah, she killed her brother. And they gave a couple of years. At least they gave the other dude 10 years. I mean, they're handing out time. Okay, how much you need? 2. I wonder how I don't have to wonder how the family feels because they have been expressing their sentiment. You know what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. Too many of us are smiling. That's what it is, man. I mean, listen. What else can it be in the face of all this fucking madness? What else can it be? Too many of us are smiling. So many of us are willing to show teeth. How you doing? damned grin off your fucking face. How'd she get 2 years? Somebody lost their life. Am I right? Oh, it was a Hebrew. And so calculated into the parameters of time, she receives the ultimate gift. And might I say, she'll be treated like a queen. No one will do her any harm. She'll be protected, fed, housed, clothed. Then she'll be able to walk freely, continue on with her life, hit the talk show circuit most assuredly. You know, as I understand it, 2 years is about as much time as you need to write a really good autobiography. So, things really worked the fuck out, didn't they? Good evening. How you feel, huh? Negro in America, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it glorious? Don't you love it? Because I do. I do. Let's go over some black news, shall we? All right, so today, good opening. You know, just try to bring in 6:04. That was short too, right? It was like 10 minutes. I do it like 20-minute opening. Y'all know. Once I get on it, and it's Friday too. But I'm trying to pace myself, you feel me? Black news. That's what we search. Black news. And folks have asked me, Doug, why black news? You don't ascribe to race. You don't accept the racial construct put upon us to keep us enslaved. You don't take to such nonsense, but you can't look up Negro news and get the same results. So I look up black news because, well, that's what works. That's what I've been doing. That's what pays off. Now listen, you might be inclined to get in your feelings about some of the things you might hear me say if you're not a Negro. I beg of you, hold your tongue. The great and wonderful Detrina moderates this TikTok live, and she will all over you. Out! She'll launch you. She has this thing that launches you. It's pretty cool. She doesn't let me, mess with it at all. I thought this was my show, but whatever. I'm not trying to smart no waves. All right, let's do it. Black news. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got a lot of tabs open, What I do is, if everybody wants to know, the format of this show is simple. Black news is the order of the day. It's what you must pay attention to in order to protect yourself from the caucasity that comes at us from every angle all the time. Ad infinitum. And what they don't like? They don't like us talking amongst ourselves. What gives with that? They don't like Negroes conversing. You do know that for a long time, the reason that we are so loud and boisterous, they think that we're loud and boisterous, they required that when we speak, we be heard by massa. It's true. That's why in the movie theaters, it's a terrible day. You in front of a couple of brothers. It's on and cracking. You ain't gonna hear nothing. It's true. Certain stereotypes, they match, they fit. It's absolute 100%. That, great Kool-Aid. I'm sorry. Get over yourself. All right, let's do it. Black news. What do we have to offer today? Grab your Folgers. Dear God, you're going to need it. I found some gems. I found some, you know what I found? I found some nuggets. All right? Oh, dear. What is these people keep on giving, man. Oh, let you hear this. Wait until you hear it. Here we go. There rise. All right, here we go. What's up first? I don't know. Let's do it. All right. Hello. Now remember today's date. Today is February 18th, and the year, my friends, is 2022. It's not 1922. You understand? As I read this, I just want you to understand it's not 1922. Shall we? I was stunned. Black workers at United Rolls question safety after noose discovered. Well, a noose at the job? At United Rolls. What do they do at United Rolls? Tell me they don't make rolls, dog. Because that's just an affront to the whole roll industry. You know how much we love our roll now. Don't get it twisted. I hope it's something else. Like, it just can't be rolls. Not rolls. You just tarnished the rolls with a noose. Tell me something, ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, Hebrew. What does one get out of making a noose and hanging it up in plain view? What is the significance of this activity? What message is being conveyed? What thought and idea are they trying to translate to one and all? And more importantly, if we might examine this further, who is it they are targeting in their message? Two questions. Well, let me just give you a little background. Let me just say about the noose. It's a nondescript item made usually with, corded rope, 13. It's just a thing, right? It's no big deal. Used to accomplish justice, right? Or so one would think. But in reality, to us, to Hebrews, a noose represents the most terroristic organization that one has ever known, continues to know, still exists here today. We call it the Ku Klux Klan. Alive and well here in America. And so when they take a noose, they reach back in the yesteryear. And the mentality of Negroes throughout the country, to tell them, don't you ever forget what we did. And then they tell us, y'all need to get over slavery. We need to get over slavery, but you guys are putting nooses up in workplaces. Right? You want me to stop talking about slavery. I get it. I wish I could stop talking about what your fucking ancestors did. I wish I could. I wish it was possible. I wish it was a fucking possibility. But you keep making nooses at work to remind us about the good old days. See the disingenuousness of your entire group. I mean, you got to think of this, man. You can't see, listen, before you turn your attention to Doug Rice and try to tell me that I'm a racist, oh my God, before you do that, do me a favor. Could y'all find the motherfucker that took it up and put the noose up into the job on working at, of all places, United Rolls? Could y'all put a stop to that? I mean, before you come up in my face, before you get in your goddamn feelings about what I'm saying, before it grabs you here, listen, hold that thought. I'll be here. Seek out one of your goddamned own. Find that motherfucker. It may do something to quell what's coming out of my fucking mouth. It's a thought. I mean, if you can, Tina will take care of you. All right. First story. In the can. They made a noose. Isn't that something? Message received. Right? I mean, what the fuck was you trying to tell them? Now, I want you to understand this. This is at the workplace, right? Y'all digging? I want you to hold that thought. I want you to understand. I want you to think. Today, I was stunned. Like, well, don't you be stunned? What you stunned about? Don't be stunned. I was like, oh, you're that's right. Hey, man, you see that news? Yeah, I see it. They hung the news. Free country. Doesn't that bother you? Not anymore. We're over it. What do you mean you're over it? You want to talk, you want to go to work. Well, boom. Now that, my friends, that, brothers and sisters, would throw them off their square. They wouldn't know what to do with that. Oh, they wouldn't know what to do with no response. That might make some motherfuckers nervous right now. You know! And it could very well be that that person prompting you for some kind of response was the very motherfucker that put it up there. No comment. I don't give a fuck. I can come here morning, be a fucking design of nooses with expletives, signs. I don't give a fuck. I got work to do. I work here. I choose to work here. You see, I knew you folks were all the fuck around me when I filled out the application. I knew the odds were good. Do you see me coming to work with a goddamn grin on my fucking face? Then I don't give two fucks about the nooses you boys want to hang. You hang away. Yeah. Doug Rice. That's who you're looking at. All right, one down. Bam, what's next? So a letter was erroneously sent out to kids in Indiana school that said that they could opt out of Black History Month lessons. It wasn't a fucking mistake. It wasn't no mistake. What's wrong with you? Listen, get in front of the shit you do. Letter erroneously said kids could opt out of Black History Month lesson. No, the letter correctly said that and sent out to parents for them to make a fucking choice. That's all. Don't get in your fucking feelings. Listen, they want to run from their history, let them fucking fly. You hear me? Because the further these self-inflicted motherfuckers get away from us, the better. And I kid you not, look at them. They're everywhere. They're all in my fucking comment. What the fuck is their problem? Oh, they feel I'm talking about them. The folks that Detrina keeps kicking out of this live, they're taking what I'm saying personally. You know what they're here to do, folks? They're here to represent. Fucking morons. Trina's not going to let them represent more than what? 2, 3 comments, maybe? I don't know. Let Trina let them say something. I don't know. Say something. See if they got some intelligence off. If they don't, just boot them out, frustrate them. They need to be heard, but the people who need to hear them aren't facing them on their phone. The people that they need to concern themselves about racism, these people are in their families. These folks are their employers, their fellow coworkers, their friends, their neighbors, their husbands, their wives, their children, their fathers, their mothers. That's racist sentiment peppered all about you in full view for you to ignore. You'll only trigger your racist radar when you see a black man speaking out of turn. Does it upset you? All right, so that wasn't a mistake. You just didn't want, just get in front of it and say, hey man, you look, make it cool. Learn it, don't learn it, I don't care. We're still here. Hey, 26 black-owned cannabis businesses to support this Black History Month. Hey, look that up. You know, so many of us went to jail. And I mean, you know how much time brothers do for mountains of marijuana? A lot, right? Some of them still in jail, right? Yeah. Like this, 26, that's a story. Till kingdom come. Make that money till kingdom come. Always till kingdom come. Trust and believe. Listen to me, folks, no matter what you're doing. No matter your pursuits, no matter whatever you're doing. I don't care if you can try your best to build the biggest company business. You can go large, go big, go black. Go! But always do it with that caveat until kingdom comes. Be ready to walk away from that shit in a heartbeat, because let me tell you, it won't help you. Not when it counts. Do everything with the kingdom in mind. I beg of you. Please. 26, though. I like that. 26 Camp. Hey, get that money. Do I need to remind you how the war on drugs began back in the 30s and 40s and stuff? Do we need to set the foundation and how that was all laid out and what the fear was? You know what the fear was, right? I would tell you what the fear was, but first they may try to, and then the treaty, I better thumb. So that's good. All right, what's next? If you like what you see, share, like, subscribe. That's YouTube, but TikTok is the same thing, right? All right, so Louisiana legislature passes congressional map without adding black district. Cool. We understand why you do that. I mean, the vote is what you most fear. Well, not most, but it's up there. So of course you're gonna listen to me. Any Hebrew worth their weight in gold don't give a damn what they give, what they take, what they offer, what they say, what they think, their opinion. We don't give a fuck. Listen to me. None of this shit matters. None of it matters. They broke their country. It's irreparably broken. It's done. It's over. And God knows what they're doing. They're running in both directions. They're trying to help us. They're trying to kill us. They're trying to erase the history. They're trying to protect the history. They're in our conversations where they don't fucking belong. Dear God, black conversation? No. None of you belong in black conversation that are so in your feelings you feel the need to intrude. Listen to me. You need to resist the urge to want to join in. You have to. You have to, because you do not belong in this conversation. Move on. All right. I know, right? This pisses them off. I don't know. But, it's too bad. All right. So I read this. This was interesting. I like this one. So the NFL could create a one-time exception to rules to promote. The NFL could create a one-time exception to rules to promote black ownership of the Broncos. I mean, they're pushing this shit. They want it. I thought we already kind of own football and baseball and basketball and shit. But now you want to own the actual team. Okay. But let's factor this out, shall we? Let's. So, they make that one-time exception to the rules to promote the black ownership of the Broncos. Let's say it happens. Year one. Everything but the kitchen sink is thrown at the newly purchased by black people Denver Broncos. First season, you're going to go undefeated all the way through, zipping through games like it's 90, like a hot knife through butter, baby. I'm talking about Harlem Globetrotter football. It's the kind of football you just drop your jaw and look at. An entire season of amazingness from the newly acquired Denver Broncos. And so the Denver Broncos become the Denver Globetrotters. Yeah, we've done this before. You don't remember that? How do you think the Harlem Globetrotters came into being? Yeah, they were so good. What? What happened to them? So they don't want a black NFL-owned football team. In fact, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. That's the last thing they want. Because if we do that, well, what are we going to do about hockey? We might as well just go. They don't want that. And then we just hit the rest of it. Nominally not inviting sports to us, and just dominate! That'll make them nervous. I don't want to do that. So this is a bad idea. No. NFL could create one-time exception. No, don't do that. No. First, we don't need the Denver Globetrotters. And I just don't want to put motherfuckers in their goddamn feelings. Jeez, don't you understand how it looks? We're coming out of fucking woodwork. We're in Trump's ass. We're in the fucking Supreme Court now. I mean, oh my God, there's going to be two of us. Oh dear God, they're going to lose their fucking lunch. Don't smile. All right. Friday night. The Doug Rise Show. Yeah, that was a commercial break, right? That was good. We could use that. No? Yes? No? Okay. Okay, so, we said 2 years in prison. 2 years in prison for ex-cop who shot dead black man at, of all things, a traffic stop. And she looks a little scared. She has the kind of a terrified defiance, I still know I'm going to be okay kind of look. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's 24 months, right? Babe, listen. I want you to do some Pilates, right? Okay? I want you to get your chakra right. Okay? Manuscript for the book. We'll just map it out. It's 24 fucking months. Shit, it's less than that. You got some calculation in the time you served during the trial, right? We're good. You're in custody. Right? What has it been? 6 months? Something like that? So good. Like, we're not 18 months now? Right? You get yourself, you're fucking squared away. You get the hair, the highlights. You get the sun, nip tuck, book. And you're out. You're out to a house, a job, talk circuit, dot. Before you know it, you're a celebrity. Like George Zimmerman. Only he didn't do no time. Still grinning. 2 years. 24 months. They gave this woman 2 years. 2 years. Do you understand the value placed on Hebrew life in this country when it comes to murdering us indiscriminately? Do you understand? Do you understand 2 years? 2 years? Listen, might I just say it? Let's bring it in. You don't give her 2 years. Let her go. You might as well let her go. What the fuck are you doing? What you give her 2 years for? What you give her 2 years for? What for? She ain't even gonna get used to the linen. I mean, I'll be able to count how many times she exchanges her shoes. I can calculate. Let me tell you something. She's gonna get a job in there. You have to get processed in, classified, the whole deal. By the time she gets a job, you have 6 months left. You're like, what? What? Didn't you just get here? Yeah. Didn't you kill that kid? Wow, so nice to meet you. Two years. And you wonder why I encourage you. All right. Let's continue before I get stuck. I didn't want to really talk about that one, but I did anyway. All right, so when will President Biden nominate a historic black woman justice to the Supreme Court? I just can't muster up enough give a fuck to think about it, honestly. Not only don't I care when, I don't care who, I don't care why, I don't care where. I don't care. You know why? It's simple math, folks. Listen, I don't even know what to tell you. Whoever they put in there is not going to matter to us at all. Do you understand? Listen, unless you're going to put Missy Elliott, you ain't even got to talk to me. That's who I want. That's right. I don't know why. I just feel that Missy Elliott will give us a square deal. I'm serious as a heart. She'll represent. Plus, you gotta put next to that dude so she can pound that music, drive him crazy. You know? I don't care what you do, when you do, what you do. Just do it over there. Shit. Man, that's going to drive people crazy. I don't even know what to tell you. Black teen restrained by police in New Jersey. Mall fight video hires George Floyd's family. No, listen, that's not how. No. Listen to how this reads. Black teen restrained by police in New Jersey mall fight video hires George Floyd's family lawyer. They didn't hire. What happened is George Floyd's family lawyer showed the fuck up and he wouldn't go away. He just wouldn't leave. They kept asking him, sir, what are you doing on our front porch? Why are you here? Who are you? I'll tell my granny. Hold on, man. 3 days he stood out front. Finally, maybe 4 or 5 years old, she saw him on the news and she recognized him and she told him, I'll tell my grandma who you are. That's how he got in. Of course he's going to get him money. Of course he is. But the sharks sure do float high when blood is in the water. Really? And you make it so obvious, you show up. Right? I know why you're here, man. See, now, I got to tell you, I don't know how I'd respond. I don't want you to just show up now. I want you might get cussed the fuck out. Don't just show up. That'd be bad. And he showed up. Okay, I'll leave him alone. Here we go! Continuing. Friday night, how's everybody doing? 6:30, we're at this, a little over 30 minutes. Everybody good? Getting off work, everybody's kind of driving home. I get it. Everybody's tired. Get some rest. You can watch it later on YouTube. Oh, the Boston, I like this, but I don't. Driving home, I get it. Everybody's tired. Get some rest. You can watch it later on YouTube. Oh, the Boston, I like this, but I don't. Evidently, the Baltimore Sun, promoted policies that oppressed black Marylanders. And I guess they say that they're deeply sorry. Excuse me. We are deeply and profoundly sorry. This is what they said. And guess they wrote a newspaper article to make amends for the policies that they promoted in their newspaper fucktard long ago. People it affected, dead, buried, gone. So their sentiment is as empty as their apology. How dare they smack us in the face and offer deep and profound sorrow for shit you did intentionally? No. Don't offer no sorrow, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I don't like this. The newspaper is reaching back in time to offer apologies to the community that they oppressed in Maryland. And the reason I could give a fuck about that is first, two things. The people it occurred to, dead and gone. And the people who did it carry on in the children who walk about to this very day amongst us. So, it's like slap twice in the face. No, I don't need your apology. Don't speak of it. We'll take care of it. All right. Don't drop your phone. All right, so just thought, I thought I'd give a little bit of a show today. This is not programming. There's no programming. Oh, a box has been found under. Oh, dear God. Brace yourself. Box found under Jefferson Davis Confederate Monument. The Black History Museum will decide its future. Oh, dear God. Look, folks, this ain't rocket science. I know what to do with the box. Burn it. Don't open it. Burn it. Send a copy of the burning to the Proud Boys and, of course, to Oath Keepers. And, of course, don't forget the KKK. You can find the Klan all peppered throughout the United States Senate. Start with Mitch McConnell and work your fucking way down. You found the box, and Dear God, I don't even know what to tell you. Are you serious? He just won't die. He won't die. He won't die. Jefferson Davis strikes again. From the depths of the grave, he left the box. Now they're going to make this big brouhaha over it instead of disintegrating it immediately, right now. I wish your brother would have found that box. I'd have found that box. Nobody would have heard about that shit. Nobody would have heard about it. What's this? Looks like a time capsule. Put that in here. Wait, shut the fuck up. Man, listen. We're going to let that thing nowhere near anybody. Put that in the incinerator right now. Let their history die with them. Please. But no, somebody found it. Oh, dear God, they're going to open it. It's got the ghost of Jefferson Davis. They're going to open up the box and it's all right in time for Civil War 2.0. He going to lead the charge. Maybe he'll the ghost of Jefferson. It might possess Donald Trump. Then he might have some goddamn sense. Jefferson Davis, dear God, good Lord. Could you find anything worse? Really? What are you doing under the dude's monument? Are you removing it? Hopefully. You just torch it. You know what? They blew up a Nazi swastika on the top. Remember that? Boom! If they just do that, they'd have never found that box. Now it's going to be a fucking monument itself. Douglas! How you doing, everybody? Everybody good? I'm trying to keep it airy and light. Plus, it's Friday. I want to give you something to think about, something to consider. You know what I'm saying? I troll it. I look it up. I find it. I present it to you, Hebrews, brothers, sisters, family. You know that? Do you know that we are one family? One family. They can't deny it. They can't take it away from us. They can't unteach it. They can't take it from the history books. We are one family of Hebrews, Negroes, a royal lineage, royalty. Every one of you, kings and queens. The reason you're kings and queens is because there is a king and a queen somewhere. Fuck no. The creator will map that out later. So we got to act as if. Who knows? And we start treating each other like royalty. We start addressing one another as you would someone of royal rank. We start taking care of one another like you would someone of royal rank. Regarding one another. You see what happens to them if we start treating one another with self-respect. Boy, that'll fly in the face of their narrative. I mean, they want us shaking our asses. Have you seen the caricature of Negroes that appeases caucasity? Have you seen it? Oh my God, it's got blonde hair, long fingernails, gold all over the place. It's a bit disturbing. It's got diamonds in the teeth, which I guess, if you can afford it, hey. And the conversation of the acceptable Negro is empty, devoid of any meaning, really going nowhere. And I mean, the most popular of us talk about the most empty of shit, the nothingness of it all, as we prosper and perform. And these motherfuckers just suck it up, don't they? And it's always someone other than us behind the scenes constructing the narrative for us. And it's time that we take that from them. It's time we take it from them. All right, well, I mean that shit. Fuck Jefferson Davis. I mean that too. All right, folks, what do we got? 10 companies that are committed to advancing the careers of black employees. So, as we turn back to the very first article where we find at the roll store, the rolls, where you guys make rolls. Oh, that's fucking hard. Where they hung a noose. Interesting, wouldn't you say? Black employees confronted with a noose hung in the workplace. And then the announcement is made. 10 companies that are committed to advancing the careers of black employees. What can those employees expect at these 10 companies? What plots and plans and purposes have already been put together in the minds of individuals who will feel some kind of way because their company is determined to advancing the careers of black people? Well, perhaps, and maybe, they might fashion a noose and hang it about the fucking workplace. Still grinning? Let's keep going. All right, so, didn't see this one. This one kind of slipped past me 3 hours ago. Why would it do that? White teacher arrested after disturbing video shows him slamming black student into wall. I do believe I saw this, and now he's been arrested. That didn't take but, a few weeks? He's arrested. What's he going to arrest him for? Fear for his life. I could be his attorney, because I already know what Tim's going to do. Fear of his life. He was in fear of his life. We're done. We're done here. Let him go. Why'd you arrest him? Don't arrest him. Go. No, I want them to bask in all their glory with us non-complaining. I don't want us to say a word. Not a word. Not a word. Next one of us that's murdered. Next one of us that's just unjustly taken down. Next one of us that has to spend time in jail for some bullshit. Listen to me. Don't say fuck. When they let you go, just leave. Go home. You know what you do? You bring it in, everybody. You bring it the fuck in. Y'all gonna bring it in. Do you understand me? I hope you hear what I'm saying. Hebrews are gonna bring it in. Or you gonna bring it in. Because it's gonna get worse. And bringing it in is the only thing you gonna have left. We're gonna see famous people come. Wow, all of them backs turned upon as they shuffle past us and we look smiling. First, thankful that they made it out alive. And second, grateful that they're back in the fold. And finally, clowning that they thought shit was another way in the first place. Shit wasn't the way they thought it was. Oh! It's going to be fun. It will be fun. White teacher arrested after disturbing. You know they got disturbing and it means it was bad. Let's continue. All right, let's keep going. Boom. Okay, so this was a bullied black teen falsely accused of threatening a school was wrongfully detained for 11 days. Lawsuit says. We'll get some money now. That's where you speak on it in court asking for compensation. Okay, I get that. But, wow. Wow, 11 days. I mean, it took them that long to put it all together, figure it out, and everybody blaming the kid, just assuming the kid just lost it. Can I ask a question? How you gonna put a black child in a timeout for 11 days for doing something that black children aren't known for fucking doing? Strange that they examined that so closely, yet when the brother came in there with the gun to kill all the folks in there, he came with the weapons, and then the parents left. Nope, he's good. Well, he seems he's drawing something that's a bit disturbing. Nah, you'll be all right. You okay? I'm okay. All right, good. He says he's good. You sure you don't want to take him home? Nope. I just thought of something. They didn't want to take that dude home because they knew what he was going to do, and they didn't want him to do it to him. To them. Or something, I don't know. All right. So, 11 days. 11, and you know what? The psyche. Here's my problem. The seriousness of this story is the psychological damage that this child suffered through. Here's the deal. You know they did not treat him kindly. Oh, dear God. Somebody needs to talk to that young person. Because I can imagine the damage that they've done. And I mean, they never pass up an opportunity to damage our youth. And so 11 days, and I imagine the lawsuit, it better be good. I want millions. All right! That was good, huh? All right, so, looks like that's the last story. Yep, Noose, that was the last story. And let me see if I missed anything. Nope, I got everything. So, I hope everybody enjoyed yourselves. Friday night. Doug Rice. Welcome, one and all, Hebrews. I want you to tell a Hebrew that you love them at some point today. I want you to do it because you should and because you should love them. There are, so few of us that are awake. So few of us that go against the grain of this country as it leads the population into oblivion. So few of us that will stay on the narrow path. I encourage all of you to read your Etzifa. Study up. Look for the kingdom and pray without ceasing. Do everything in lieu of the kingdom. I don't care. Listen to me. Breathe until kingdom comes. Mean that too. All right. I gotta go. It's the weekend. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I hope everybody enjoys yourself. Thank you, Detrina, moderator. Kicking them out. Kicking them out. Launching. I see it. Good job, Detrina. Good Friday night job. All right.